How we doing, guys? Let's see. I see there's a bunch of conversations going on. Holy shit. Mudhorn's up. Sarah's here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Famine Studios. I am Famine. I am here. It has been about a month and a half. Forgive me, I didn't walk by a mirror before I jumped on live. It's been a month and a half, I think, since I've done a live. A lot has happened. My grandmother, she became very ill, and she passed away. So I've been dealing with that, dealing with getting the house in order, taking care of myself, which I'm still doing. Just a million other things here and there, work stuff. But I miss this. I miss making art. I miss seeing all of my friends. Tomorrow is my birthday. I'm fucking old, as if you couldn't tell by the beard. But I am here, like I said, and I'm excited. So I have no idea what we're going to do. We're going to do some type of artwork. We're going to do some type of probably unboxing shit. But basically, I've been working on the remainder of that, what I guess I can show you now. This whole room is the studio. This is now Famine Studios. This is me in my slumming it clothes because I was doing garden work earlier. But yeah, we're gonna gimmick here and some shit over there. We'll do this. We can do this. It's okay. We can do that. We can do that. Look at this. We got the whole thing. So that's something going on. As of midnight tonight, I will be 39 years young. I joke and I'm like, Christ, I'm old, but like I'm not old. Excuse me. See? 10 o'clock is starting to be my fucking bedtime now. Like, naturally, I'm just like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. I should go to sleep. It's dumb. It's dumb. But yeah, this is actually the studio here. So the look's gonna change. There's gonna be I'll probably put a like a casting couch over there for my OnlyFams content. It's FAMS, F-A-M-S, because famine, casting, like you know what I mean. No, but I'll probably put somewhere to sit over there at a little table. But yeah, we've got space. Things are gonna change. I'm actually gonna have a filming again. I'm sorry. It'll go away. I'm gonna have a filming wall right over there, and yeah, I'm excited. So how's everybody doing? Are you guys doing good? Everything behind me is a freaking mess now because basically, since my grandmother passed, I hadn't been sleeping in here, but Miss Snowflake's litter box was in here. Her food dish was in here. So I was like leaving the door open, and her and Quinny got into a fight. The little gray guy, the annoying but adorable Prince Quinlan of Gimmick, Prince Quinlan of Castle Famine, he got into it with Snowflake and jumped up here, and he has a sinus issue, so he sneezes, and he'll sneeze on himself or he'll sneeze on other things, whatever. I can wipe it down. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. I get it. It's a sinus thing. They said may never go away. We can give him medication, but can't guarantee. Whatever, that's fine. But when he sneezes sometimes, on top of running away from Snowflake or trying to chase Snowflake, whatever he was doing, is he'll shake his head because he gets, something on his whiskers. He doesn't like it. And in turn, he'll just knock my shit over. And he got up there running from Snowflake, so he knocked a lot of stuff over, so I have to do like a lot of like resetting up and fixing things, and yeah, but made the decision to rectify this place, turn this room into the actual like and panties. I mean, if you wanna drop your panties, that's fine. I'll take mine off. How freaked would you be if I like pulled the thong out from underneath the fucking table? Oh, that would be great. Just like, all right, I guess I'll take them off. Um, but yeah, so there's some stuff going on, but I do want to show you. I cannot remember for the fucking life of me if I did a live when Ant sent me over the package. But this is one of the great things that he sent me. Was one of these Jurassic herbivores whose name I cannot remember, and Adam will come in and yell at me, or Sarah will yell at me. And but I adore this lovely, lovely critter. And also he sent me various pieces of world building and this great piece of fucking stairs to get up into a ship. But it's also the same height as the dinosaur, so I'm cooking something. Snowflake, this is no longer your bedroom, friend. I hear ya. But this, we had a committee meeting. You were there. She doesn't want to listen. I do have some other things. Again, world has been chaotic. But now, I not only have, like, space, but Gimmick can expand. I don't have to worry about it being small. I can absolutely give that fucking Wensilla guy a run for his money. He's probably watching Monday Night Raw right now because he's apparently a WWE nerd. Don't even know why I like him. Like, he says dinosaurs have milk. He's painting an awesome Indominus Rex and sharing it in his Instagram story all over his page on Amrock Spot 118 on Instagram. Just, I mean, dinosaurs everywhere. You'd think that, you know, this guy had just like he was just had been doing dinosaurs for a while. It's weird. Yeah, you know, he's got his room, his small little closet room there with the island here. I think I can do. Hey guys, that's my girlfriend right there, and she's tolerated me for 8 of these years of my 30s so far. So give her all the likes and hearts and comments. But I think I can give that guy a little bit of a run for his money. That Wensilla guy. I don't know about I don't know about our friend, you know, over in the UK across the pond, but I received a very threatening llama. It just showed up, and I've seen llamas all over like his imperial station and his arena. So I have concerns that this llama is here in Gimmick. I don't know. But I know there is going to be a famous guest here today. We have Jack Black in the studio. It fucking looks, it's spot on for Jack Black. Like, whatever scanning and casting technology that they used for these little 4-inch figures, they need to adopt it across all toy lines for movie figures and likeness rights, because that's Jack Black. Like, there's no mistaking that. There's no, it could be Jack Black-ish. No, that's Jack Black. It's right there. So, yeah. Another thing that I had gotten in, again, I don't know that I showed anybody because, like I said, life has been absolutely bonkers. These, that's from the Minecraft movie that came out. It did come from a toy factory. But yeah, that's from the Minecraft movie. And it's a good, like, like, that's Jack Black. There's no, you know, he's a big boy. They didn't overdo it. They actually did his body shape. Like, that is Jack Black. But I had this on my wish list on Amazon. And I'm going to be honest with you, I can't remember. Wait, which sister? Bigfoot or the other one? I can't remember if I ordered this for myself or if somebody sent this to me from my wish list from Amazon. So if you did send it to me, thank you. But if I bought it for myself, thanks me. You're welcome, Famine. You're pretty great. You deserve some paintbrushes. You know, treat yourself good. I will, thank you. But, so I've got this nice set here, and I'm also going to keep this tube, because I'm pretty sure I can use those as like footings for a building, or like elevator shaft or something, pipe work, duct work somewhere. Oh, they come. Oh, it's in a black velvet bag. That's not velvet. No, that is velvet, but it's like the soft velvet. This is probably the only velvet that I like. Oh yeah, it's just full of brushes, guys. We're fucking in Brushtopia here. I'll set that aside. I'm gonna have my moment, my intimate moment with those brushes later. And what else did I do? It's been a while. It's been weird. I'm gonna stick my PP in there when no one's looking. Nah, flip it and reverse it, buddy. It's gonna stick its... Wait. Never mind. Our Joanne is going out of business. And when I was there last week, I stacked up on garden wire because it's great. It's a rubberized wire that takes acrylic paint nicely, and Walmart, Dollar General, which used to be $1, it's $1.25 now. Now they're talking about going to $1.50. They stopped carrying what was called garden wire, and it's just rubberized wire. And I found at my local hardware store for a couple of bucks, they have green, which is a little fatter, but it's the same gauge of wire in the middle. So I stocked up on those. Can't beat that. What else did I get at Joanne? Oh, I picked up some stuff for like my home, but like since I've got the studio, I will be doing some home stuff. Like, not homes. I've got another channel if I do like home stuff, like, oh, watch me fucking tear out this wall, or watch me accidentally break a finger with a hammer. I'll put it on that channel. There will be links, but I mean like home, like decor, like, oh, I'm gonna turn this into that, or, you know, weather this thing to look. I got some picture frames from the Ideology line. I assume it's now defunct because Joanne was the only place carrying it. Little tiny picture frames again. Little mirror, little mirror. Some world building stuff. Neat things like that. And I was in Target last week. Same day I went to Joanne. I'm excited for this. I hope we get a TIE fighter in this scale as well. But that's a hype project right there. I've been told, I saw that you can basically boil and pop the blasters off the... there you go, Bjorn popping off of the information there. And then I saw this. Where the hell did I get this? This is how like, it's just been... Don't even know where I got it. But basically, it's a little pig and his friend, and I'll probably give those to somebody who wants them. But I bought the fruit stand and all the produce and the neat thing here for around gimmick. And it'll be a little vendor stand. So that'll be a project. Excuse me, again. Oh, it's fucking aging, man. That's it. I'm getting old. Has nothing to do with the fact that I'm just tired nonstop. Or does it? So we got that going on. Oh, here's another thing I picked up at Joanne. And we'll bust this out today because I would like to use it. Walmart. Okay, so I got it at Walmart. I don't even remember buying it. That's how hectic. It's in the box behind me. I didn't play with it yet. I will be 39. Excuse me. But for $5, they had this cool silicone mat. What's up, Thane? Oh, you're in the States right now, aren't you? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And it's got little pots for your paint on it, and it can sit on there, and then when you're done, just cleans up because it's silicone. Silicone. It's that floppy plastic. I'm going to be using that on my cutting mat to keep it clean for dos more days. Getting out while the getting's good, my friend. Smart man. It's cool. I can do that now and not worry about like hitting a cat or breaking a window. Well, I still have to worry about the window. And just trying to think if there's anything else that I want to show off that I picked up in the mail. Or picked up from the mail. Bjorn, you didn't send me the Starfighter, did you? Because if you did, I haven't received it, and I don't know where the hell it is. The cage thing, okay, you didn't send it. All right, that's no rush or anything like that. It's just literally, dude, it's been nonstop. The cage thing is in the box over there that you sent it in. I took Roddy out and some of the other stuff out, and then I kept that over there. But it was over here, but then I moved it. Okay, it's ridiculous. What is that figure like with the X-Wing? Still in the package, my man. But it's looks like it's like a 9 or 10 POA Luke Skywalker in his flight suit without the strappies hanging down off of it. Random background character, I'm sure I'll turn it into. But I do get a kick out of it's Luke and it says Force Strike, but the engines have, like, why would the engine do that? And number two, I know this is supposed to be a laser, but it looks like a red sword, like a He-Man sword. I don't know. Yeah, so it's been pretty crazy up until then. So I'm just a tired little guy. Missile shoots out from underneath it. Yeah. All right. So, like, am I bonkers to presume that it's weird that there's energy that fires out of the engine instead of the wingtips and maybe like a bombing bay? I just thought that was so strange. Instead of like blasting out of the tips of the laser cannons. The hell do I know? Right, I just work here. Oh. I did get a Iron Man that was on clearance at Wally World for like $2 or maybe $3. I figure another suit for the cave, or it could be a droid. I'm gonna save the helmet to put it on a different figure for my version of Stark in Gimmick. I'm so sorry. I was not yawning like this moments ago before I went live. I think it's the nerves. I got myself all hyped up and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna see my friends. I'm gonna be so excited. And then I got too excited. Nice. A little Ghost Spider action. When I was cleaning out in the garage, I did find my little kind of 1/18-ish scale jukebox that I'm going to replace the Elvis placard with Max Rebo and get that set up somewhere amongst Gimmick. But yeah. Yeah, Max can play some jizz. We love jizz in this household. We are a jizz household. Gotta have that jizz around. You said farted instead of fat red. I'm convinced Max Rebo he survived that explosion in the Book of Boba Fett. He's just out there kicking it. This was another thing that I had pulled out from the garage. It's going to get repurposed. This was for actually my 1/12 scale, but I mean, it doesn't scale horribly. Like, there are tall doors and small doors in Star Wars. I think I can work with that. I can make that into something for 1/18. But this is something that I made ages ago. I actually made this at Kenny's apartment back during the height of the Panini. Back when I was like, I'm gonna make a 1/12 world, and it's gonna be really cool, cause fucking Star Wars. But then they were like, hey, there's like 3 aliens in the line. That's all you get if you want aliens. You gotta buy customs, or you gotta make like, you gotta sculpt, you gotta buy aliens from other lines, you gotta shell out money. And then I was like putting it together, and I was like, god damn, this is like expensive, but also like they're too big, it takes up so much space. Let me go back to where my heart is happy in 1/18. And so this quietly went into a box in the garage, but now it is here. Oh god. It is returned from the abyss, and it will be turned into something. It will be turned into something. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. How about you guys? How are you? How are things with my friends? Pick up your grocery order. You go get those groceries. And you tell that grocery man or grocery woman or grocery them they when you see them, hello. They'll know what it means. They'll know what it means. Bjorn, what experiment are you working on today, my friend? Mamba Rosie. Mama Rosie's a good friend. Figure mashup, nice. Yep, the studio is now a cat and dog free zone, so. I'm working and having a lot of time for customs and scratch builds. Dude, that's awesome. You deserve the break. I'm sorry it's here in the States, but at least it's Miami, you know? That's right. Congratulations. How did that go? Sorry, I'm having a little snack. Layout for your cantina. I gotta ask. I can't be the only person. When you don't want to be making noise while you're eating, be it your partner can't stand the noise, or you just don't want to be rude and you don't want to be like fucking smacking your food or whatever, doesn't it seem like it's the hardest thing in the world to do not to make noise with the food? All of a sudden, like, every little thing that you do is like the loudest, most egregious sound. Can't be me, right? It's got to be other people too. Other people have to go through this. Reduction of wages and hours. You just, I mean, you already know, but you work that equivalent. Don't be a hero. I know a couple of people that go above and beyond for peanuts and think that they're gonna get the world handed to them, and not working out. Not working out. I don't even know what I want to work on. I mean, I could work on a piece of cosplay, piece of shoulder armor, but it's a maybe. Could. I don't have to. Why not? Do it. Live the dream. There are various, Bjorn, there are various pieces of Greeblies and odds and ends and stuff in my builds that are from Black Series figures, so nothing wrong with that. And if anybody says that there are, you can send them to come see me, and I'll tell them exactly what I just told you. Well, the reason I don't want to work on those stairs right now is because I don't know what color scheme I want. Like, they're built, right? So, you know, it's completed. So it just needs to be painted or weathered, but I don't know what scheme I want, what area it's going to be. I know it's going to be probably for, like, an animal area. So do I want that to be a different scheme? And there's something, too. For slides, for photo slides. We were going through a bunch of old stuff in my grandparents' old belongings, and I found this, and I was like, that's gonna make a neat Greebly. And it's a fascinating looking piece, and I could put like, put some lights behind it, right? Put a piece of paper in there to diffuse it, but then you've got some weird glowing thing. I don't know. It's outer space. What could it be? Who's to say? Or it could be a, like Bjorn said, an air vent. Could be a ladder. Could just be the end of an alleyway where somebody died. I don't know. There's a million freaking things. So that was cool, finding that. That's the other one of those other things that Quinn did is he lost my remote on me for this stupid blinking lights. So when I changed the outlet today, that's right, there it is. I changed a outlet today all by my goddamn self, and I didn't burn the house down. I didn't electrocute myself. I didn't scare anybody. Nobody called the fire department on me. No, Bjorn, he did some damage, but he actually, excuse me, probably while playing, not just running away from Snowflake, pulled down some of the wires that I had draped. Pulled down over there. He's some over there in the corner that he pulled down and knocked down. I found him with a toy blaster in the kitchen. So he, on top of just being a little furry asshole, he got a hold of some stuff. So I'm like trying to piece together figures and put heads back on. Because like blue tack's strong, but it's not super strong. And yeah. And today I just kind of was cleaning up in here, and then I did some rearranging, so that's probably got something to do with why I'm tired. Also, my thermometer outside said it was 90 something. All of a sudden, May, I'm not complaining about warm weather, but I am complaining about 90-degree weather before my fucking birthday. Surprising. Because like it was cold enough for a long sleeve shirt in the morning, and then all of a sudden 90, which that can't be right. I'll have to look. But moving furniture around, and I moved the bed out of here and the dressers and the end tables and stuff, so yeah, it's supposed to fucking, oh yeah, that's the other thing too, is like my basement build that I was gonna get all jumped and hyped on is water started coming in my basement again. So that's fun because it rained 9 days in a row, right? Like I did a lot of stuff to help mitigate that, put the gutters farther away from the house, get the rain away, but it rained for 9 days in a row. Starting Tuesday night, supposed to rain all the way through till next Monday. That was as far as I could see on the forecast. I feel like Forrest Gump. Just one day it started raining, and then it didn't stop for 3 months. Like, that's what it feels like. I shan't complain, because when I don't complain about it, hopefully the rain will stop, and then hopefully we just have a nice summer without a drought. That'd be good. There was a big drought last year. Not really a fan of that. Could show you something I'm working on. Give you guys just a glimpse. A glimpse. Just a sneak peek. Just a little taste. Is that Ultron with the Eye of Agamotto? Yes, it is. Why would Ultron have the Eye of Agamotto? That's for me to know and make up a story for later, okay? I just thought it fucking looked cool, alright? Jesus Christ, what's with the 3rd degree? Yeah. But yeah, I miss being in here, and I miss making my art. I say that, it's like such a stoic thing. I miss making my art. I miss creating. I'm like a serious artist, but not a serious artist. You know, those people that are like, and this is not a knock. A lot of the world's best artists are like that, where they're like, it's visceral, and my art is, you know, part of my soul, and I have to bleed it out every day, and blah, 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 and all that. And I'm like, I'm an artist, right? I miss doing this. I like doing it every day, and I want to make sure that I continue to make art every day. It's been a rough series of weeks. I really haven't done anything artistic. I did spray paint a couple of garden pieces. Yeah, jab along. I'm not an artiste. I did spray paint some garden pieces that needed refreshing, needed a punch of color out there, but not the type of art that I love to do, and I want to get back to doing it every day, because that was like, not only for the love of the game, because trust me, man, I do this shit because I love it, but that was one of the things that my grandmother, she, before she passed away, up until like the last week of really good health, her favorite thing to do was to go down to the river. She would hang out and read her little prayer books, and she would talk to the goose that's down there, swan, excuse me, it's a swan. She would check out the birds. She would watch the boats. She loved seeing we have a brickyard right on the Hudson River out there. And she loved going down there and doing that every day. Like clockwork, man. She would get down there every freaking day to do it, and she loved doing it. And so that was one of the things I said in her eulogy. And that's one of the ways I want to honor her, is to find something I love and do it every day. And so I know what I love to do. Is my art, and I want to do my art every day. So therein lies why I've returned into this space, and I'm very excited to make this a full fucking studio room instead of just a little table here with my little corner, because now I have the whole house. The house is mine, by the way. That was the whole thing, is I inherited a house. Home ownership. Especially in this economy. But like, I'm able to move things around, I'm able to utilize other rooms, so I have all this space again. It's gonna be great. You're gonna see some wall color changes, you're gonna see some artwork changes, and, excuse me, get rotated out. The fucking gimmick's going out. It's gonna be, you're gonna love it, trust me, okay? It's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna make some videos, we're gonna have some live streams, we're gonna have we'll play some music, it'll be fun. It's just gonna be a good time, okay? It's gonna be a good time. So you bring your friends over, we have some coffee, we talk about life. Who knows, maybe we'll have a little white Zinfandel, or maybe a Seagram Sea Breeze. You remember those Sea Breezes? Oh yes, it'll be crazy. Sponsored by Seltzer. We could have a coffee. We could have a fucking coffee. I did save some great... This is macabre, but it's me. I did save these little trays from the hospital while I was there visiting Graham. Have you picked up any of the Epic World of Action figures? Man, isn't that what these fucking things are? Isn't that like Epic fucking Force Pack? I don't know. I picked these up when I was visiting Graham at the hospital. They're neat. They got a lot of textures. And they're fun shapes. And they're just goddamn neat. And I think I'm going to keep one of them and pour it full of resin or even... it's powder, not concrete. Plaster. Pour one of these full of plaster, get a solid, and then make a mold jacket out of that, and be able to make multiples of these. Fucking hyped about that. Yep, plaster was the word. It's the word of the day, Cherry. Plaster. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I picked up, that's what that line is there with the X-Wing, and I've got the N1 Naboo Starfighter, I got the Mandalorian, and yes, I will be picking up the droids from that line, but also the Dark Troopers, because, yeah, those fucking Dark Troopers that we got in the 118 line, they're horribly scaled. They're shorter than the Mandalorian by like a little bit, but in the show they towered over him. I want the Smee as well. But like they friggin' towered over him in the television show. So give me the figure at least a head taller. It's okay. Nobody's feelings are gonna be hurt. Well, like why? And speaking of little robots, I did get the Grogu power suit, the little Krang Grogu, and that was one of those things that Quinlan made off with. He took the, hey, little guy. I spoke rock, Rogan. But yeah, I gotta track those two down. But he made off with those. But they were super fucking cute. I don't think that should have been a, what's up, Hex? I don't think that this should have been a deluxe figure. It's not. This is not a deluxe figure. This is a regular figure that comes with 2 tiny accessories. You'll rarely hear me bitch, moan, and complain. Like a lot of people I mean, you'll hear me complain. I'm a fucking complainer. People went on and on and on about our boy Cobb Vanth and how he wasn't really a deluxe figure because it was just like outfit accessories and shit like that. And I'm like, okay, he's got removable armor, blah, blah, blah. He's a deluxe figure. That I could buy. But that was just, it's a IG-11 that they gave us Grogu and Babu Frick, his cousin, Babu Frack. That's what I'm calling him. But like that's what they gave us with that. That's not. It's not deluxe. There's fucking nothing deluxe about that. Yes, it's a great figure. Yes, there's cool designs on it. I mean, it's an IG-11, but with just a Krang belly. But it wasn't deluxe. Yeah, it just wasn't deluxe, and I'm not. You guys know I'm not that guy. I usually will swallow whatever load Hasbro gives me and be thankful for it because I'm a sick pig. But like, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining, government. Don't pee on me and tell me it's raining. How's the scale? It scales great. It's taller than Mando. Like, that's how tall the goddamn Dark Trooper should have been. But again, yeah, like here's a Rebel pilot. That's little crying Grogu. Like, perfect. Yeah, I feel you there, Bjorn. I feel you with that. You're not wrong. That boy there, Bjorn, he ain't wrong. He ain't right neither, but he ain't wrong. So it's strange because, like I said, those droids should have been much taller, and they weren't. And there's like no reason for it not to be tall. Well, there's Grogu. And there's the Azalian. Ha! He didn't make it that far with him. Little bastard. 10%. 10% from what I had read. But I don't care because it's all a fucking smokescreen and something will change and then it'll be right back on. And businesses have already... They're... Famine, don't get political. It hurts your reach. The fact that everybody has already jacked their prices up in anticipation, it's like gasoline. Gas goes up like a rocket and then drops like a feather, right? And so it takes forever to come down. So those prices are already up and the stores are going to be like, well, it's already factored into the cost of blah, 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 blah. We have to make up the money we lost from... Shit's going to be more expensive. They're going to make record profits again come quarter 4. We're going to hear the conference calls. Well, this has been a landmark year in sales and blah, 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 and we're all going to be poorer. So fuck them and their stupid little tariff game that they're playing because that's exactly what it is. I digress. So the little Azalian, I can't... Azalian, his arms go up and down and his little feets, they rotate, his leggies rotate, and that's just the best fucking thing in the world. And I would buy a pack of like 6 of these little guys. And Zelen. Iggy Azalea. But he's really great. Scales well with Grogu, so he can pick him up and he can go, bad baby, no squeezy. And I can squeal at the television like a youthful child who's very excited to see that happen because that was one of the cutest goddamn things I'd ever seen. No, bad baby. No squeezy. Let him go, Grogu. He's not a pet. The Black Series ones are like that. Oh, I already have that planned on a shipping container. What's up, Triple D? There's a little tiny door with a droid repair sign for it on one of them somewhere around here. So I do intend... And I have only seen one of the episodes. So please save the spoilers for Andor. Kenny doesn't know it yet, but tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm going to be like, hey, since it's my birthday, can we watch a Star Wars? And she's going to be like, which Star Wars? Episode 1, 2, 3, we could do Rogue One. So I'm going to be like, Andor Season 2. No, I haven't, dude, I haven't finished. Like I said, it's been a really rough 6 weeks. I have not watched Daredevil. Haven't finished any of that. I've seen 3 episodes of that, and then I had to stop because I was taking care of Graham. Just things got too busy. Andor, the first night Season 2 came out with the 3 episodes was when Graham started to take a turn down, so I was busy with that. Only got about 1 episode done, and I was like, I can't focus on that. And then Tales of the Underwood came out... Tales of the Underworld came out on the 4th, and I just wasn't in the headspace to sit and watch it, so... I will, though. I'll get there. I will get there, and I will get caught up on the shows, and we'll have a big freaking discussion, because I'm sure I'm going to love it, so... Aw, shit. There's Link going on. Link sharing. All you guys are making monies. I had this neat little 1/18 scale rocking chair, and the other arm got broken off of it. So I got to fabricate a new arm for the rocking chair. But then I'll have a neat little 1/18 chair for like Hera to sit in or somebody. I don't think you heard Acolyte's coming back. I know there's a novelization coming out of the story from the Acolyte of one of the characters' stories. I would love it if the series was coming back because I do not think that Disney, number one, marketed that show appropriately. They missed a lot of good opportunities for certain things, and I think with the correct writers' room, they could do some really amazing things with that because there was so much cool shit. I'd never say never. I honestly, I would not be surprised if they do something akin to Andor where they release it as mini movies, essentially. I would not be surprised if that's the way to go. I feel like Andor was a test in the waters for them to be like, let's see if people give a better... And I mean, that's like putting up Gone with the Wind against the Barney movie. Like, it's two different... And I'm not saying that it's comparing the two, but it's like you're putting up Tony Gilroy. What's up, Rick? You're putting Tony Gilroy up against, you know, the new writers and new directors that were on that other show, but like you give it the right writing team and you give it a limited series release or something like that where they can do that, I think that a lot of the negativity and stuff will go away, and I think that they can factor the budget better, especially now with the tools that they have at hand. That was there was a lot with that show that was not stellar, but there was plenty with that show that I... Thank you, Nebula. There was plenty with that show that I, like, really dug. The characters were cool. The planets were cool. The ships were cool. The idea of... Here's my takeaway from that, and people, we can argue and we can talk, but it's like, it was hinted at in Lucas's original drafts and original story scripts and ideas and interviews. It was covered in some of the EU. It's in some of the EU books of like different aspects of the Force. It was kind of like they were explaining how the Force is interpreted by different sects around the planet and how the Force wills itself into their cultures and into their ways. And so that's what I got with the twins, and I got from their witch, you know, their witches that basically conceived them, and they had their own group, and then you've got like the very dogmatic, almost like Catholic Church Jedi sect 100 years ago in the High Republic, like at the peak of everything. And I thought that was really cool to like show like, hey, not just the witches of Dathomir where they use magics and stuff. These are witches that like tap into the Force, and here are, you know, these very dogmatic Jedi who just think they have the right to everything because they're like, well, we're the Jedi. We're one, you know, we deal with the Force, so of course we can just come and take your kid and stuff like that. It was really, you know, it was really cool to see that end of things because it was always implied heavily in the prequels that like the Jedi overstepped their bounds and it made them an easy target for the world to slowly, I say the world, the galaxy to slowly turn against them. And so when, you know, those things happened, everyone was kind of like, oh yeah, I guess the Jedi were the bad guys. That's crazy. Like they tried to overthrow the government. That's wild. Anyway, it's fucking dry on this planet, so I'm going to go back out to my field here and try and harvest some moisture out of the air. When it affects me directly, let me know. You know, like there's plenty of that. But yeah, that's my rambling about Acolyte. But I could totally see if they don't do it as a series, I could see them doing it as like a limited release of like a 2 or 3 episode, like here's a made for Disney Plus original movie. Boom. You know, or here's like a 6 here's like a 6-part, we're doing it in 2 batches of 3 episodes. You know, I could absolutely see them doing that. And I think it'll get better reviews and better appreciation because, like, there was a really weird push of, like, hey, we fucking hate this. We don't want black people and women in Star Wars. Get them out of here. We don't want this woke garbage. And it's like, what are you? It was just the louder minority. People were just being loud assholes. You know, that's what it was. There's plenty of reasons to dislike the show, and if you have valid reasons, that's one thing. But like this online, all the chatter and discourse is, I would see people that actually watch the program that were defending it or giving valid opinions, and then just the louder all caps flooding of bots and commenters and the things like, oh, it's DEI woke Disney garbage, blah blah blah. That's not what it's just I am curious what's next. I'm hyped about the mall show. That's gonna be, I can't wait for that one. I don't know if they're gonna do it weekly episodes. I hope they release it all at once. They won't. I wish they would, because I would binge that. I would binge the shit out of it. I will binge the shit out of it probably after I watch it. You give me Sam Witwer. You give me Darth Maul. Fuck yeah. That'll be out next year, right around this time, won't it? Isn't it May 2026? Yeah, I'm hyped about Ahsoka. That will be a fun one because I want to see where that goes. I'm hyped about Thrawn. Just all that stuff, man. Super geeked about it. This llama's looking at me funny. I don't know. I feel like this was a threat from lockdown. Like I said, just all of a sudden there's a scary llama here. I have concerns. I have a pre-order that should be showing up at the end of this month. The Anakin 3-pack from Pulse. Looking forward to that. I don't think the llama needs a machine gun. I'm going to be honest with you. Those things already spit. I think those things spit, and I have my concerns. They don't need a pew pew. Look at the big fucking beady eye. Look at this thing's eyes. Just there's not a good thought behind those things. They're just terrifying. Like, imagine that thing fucking coming at you and then what is that? Ugh. Like, you got the 2 biggest threats. Dilophosaurus, llama. There's nothing going on behind those eyes, just hatred, pure hatred, and just fucking all they can do is spit on you. It's disgusting. It's not the 80s. You don't spit on people. Grow up. Get a job. See? Nebula gets it. Nebula knows. This guy walk him around. Keep a goddamn eye on him. No, he's not Carlito. What about the Leopleurodon? The magical Leopleurodon, Charlie? We're going to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Yay! Oh, yeah. The gray in this beard is not just for show. I was there when the dark magic was fucking written. Yeah, I know. They have llamas as guard animals because they're goddamn vicious. You seen their teeth? Their fucked up teeth? Bite you? Fucking spit on you when you're done? It's disgusting. It's perverted. No safe word. No consent. They're just villains. Yeah, who do you think invented it? Hey man, you have a great night. Thank you for stopping in. I do appreciate it, Rick. And yes, 5 a.m. does roll around early. You want to know how I know? Because my old man ass now wakes up at 5 in the morning, 5:45 in the morning. Usually I can get myself to stay asleep till then, without waking up to a cat like this. You wake yet? Like, dude, I'm trying to go back to sleep before I have to get... You sure? So. Although I can hear the peepers tonight, which is awesome. So that's really cool. Bjorn sharing some mysterious links in the chat. Click on them at your own peril, human. Ouch. Oh, did y'all hear my shoulder crack? Oh, God, that's gross. I gotta stretch more. Oh. Yep, moving furniture. It'll be the alpacalypse. The alpacalypse. Alpaca. Llama. Pretty much the same critter. I know they're not the same critter. I'm sure somebody will fucking come across this video and actually famine, and then I gotta deal with that, and I have to go and I have to heart the comment or it won't go away, which is a feature that YouTube needs to do away with. And you know, I gotta heart the comment and then I gotta write a response to it, and I have to dignify it with a response, even though I shouldn't, because it's such a dumb thing, because I'm aware that an alpaca and a llama are not the same critter. But I made the joke because apocalypse, he was talking about the end of the world. It worked. It was funny. It was funny. All right, kids. I've officially run out of fuel for my grand return to the internet. They are spelled differently. But I want to thank everybody for tuning out, tuning in, turning out, and tuning in. There we go. Those are the words I want to say. But yeah, we got a whole fucking studio now. So let's get excited. Let's make some big stuff. Love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll catch you tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. What do I even say at closing? Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're into that shit. Check out the Patreon. The link's down below. Patrons, you guys are getting actually something tangible and special because you guys have been saints. You have a great week too. And thank you. I will have a happy birthday. Thank you so much. But until next time, guys, be well. Too sweet me. Click the like button and do all those things. Share it with a friend or an enemy. I don't care who. Share it with your neighbor if you're like that. Just be like, hey, check out this fucking weirdo.